I'm Dr. Kristen R. Bromley. This Guitar 101 series, which is part of my online music academy, is a beginner through intermediate level guitar course similar to the in-person ones I teach at the university. The course progresses from complete beginner through gaining capability in playing songs in various styles and covers playing chords and melodies and reading chord symbols, tablature, and standard music notation. With the Guitar 101 course, we use 3 of the books from my method book series: Chords and Harmony books 1 and 2, Note Reading books 1 and 2, and Tablature, which are all available for purchase through Amazon and Google Play. Links can be found in the description below or at kristenbromley.com. You are of course welcome to participate in this course with or without the books, but with the books you can play right along with me on all the songs and exercises as intended. Plus, each book comes with exclusive access to additional hours of in-depth video lessons that go with each part of that book. If you find this Guitar 101 series helpful, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's get to jamming in this week's lesson. Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. This is lesson 22 of the Guitar 101 series. I'm delighted to be here helping you learn to play the guitar. So, lesson 22, wow, we've really gone quite a ways into this course. Today we're going to be reviewing bar chords and power chords, continuing to work on strumming and fingerpicking patterns. In this particular episode, we're going to start working with adding in bass plucks into our strumming patterns, so that'll be the new strumming technique for today. We started 7th chords last time, major 7th and minor 7th chords. We're going to learn about 6 chords today, in addition to reviewing those 7th chords, see how 6th chords add the 6th instead of the 7th. It's going to be great. Of course, we'll continue to work with the tablature, working on those lower strings, reading tablature with the lower strings. In the notes, we're going to keep working with the 8th notes and the dotted quarter notes and such. Syncopation is going to be in there. We're also going to learn the high A notes. So lots of things to do today. It's going to be great. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we're going to start with the chords on page 79 with numbers 3 and 4. So working on B and F sharp 7 as we warm up with these bar chords. You may want to stretch a little. Bar chords, as you know, are a little taxing on the hands. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up with this old man. I want to ready and this old man, he played one, he played knick-knack on my drum with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played two, he played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played three, he played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played four, he played knick-knack on my door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Okay, and the Wabash Cannonball. Same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Listen. I want to ready and listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar. Riding through the woodlands to the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall. Riding through the jungle along the Wabash Cannonball. Okay, we'll flip on over to page 80 and 81. We'll do number 7. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Get some practice with F sharp and the B, and then C sharp this time. So same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, ready, and nobody knows Okay, let's do number 9 on page 81, C rider. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 4, up. Here you go. C, 1, 2, ready. C rider. See what you have done. C rider. See what you have done. You made me love you. Now you're gone and done. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 10. Down, down, up, down, up. So we're going to work on that C sharp minor this time. There you go. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, so besides practicing with the C sharp minor, we also got to practice F sharp minor there. We'll go on now and do House of the Rising Sun, number 11. We get to practice with F sharp minor on this one too. So, down, down, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up. There. 1, 2, there is a house in New Orleans. They call the Rising Sun. It's been a ruin of many a boy, and oh, he knows he's one. Okay, we'll flip that page on over to page 82 and 83. We're going to start with number 12, La Bamba. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, La Bamba. Here you go. 1, La Bamba. Para la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia por mi parte. Ay, arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba. Por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 para la bamba. Para So your hands are probably burning after that one. It's a good idea to just stretch. Give your hands a little bit of a break. So when you're playing, if your hands get tired, you can still practice the shapes without pressing the strings down, but it gets your fingers used to going to the right place. You can also just practice it trying to get the strength to hold the strings down separately as well. So, and then put it back together. Okay, we're going to go over and do number 14 on page 83, bingo. So, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Same strumming pattern. Oops, there was a... So, 1, 2, 3, there was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Okay, let's go on over to page 84. We'll do number 17 now, the Erie Canal. We're going to use the same strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Watch where those chords sneak in halfway through the measure. I've got a mule, a 1, 2, ready, and I've got a mule. Her name is Sal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. We've hauled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay, and every inch of the way I know, from Albany through Buffalo, oh, Low Bridge, everybody down Low Bridge, we're a-comin' to a town. You can always tell your neighbor, you can always tell your pal, if you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Okay, work on some of the power chords now. Over on page 109, we're going to do numbers 5 through 10. We're going to start with number 7 though. So number 7, because it's a little bit of a review from last time. Just like that. Number 7. So you got C, 6, the root's on the 6th string at the 8th fret. B flat, the root's on the 6th string at the 6th fret. F, we're going to use the root at the 8th fret on the 5th string. And then we're back to C at the 8th fret on the 6th string. All down strums. Here you go. 1, 2, ready, and we got the C5. Let's go back one to number 6. We're going to do a different rhythm in the strumming, but before we do that, let's review where these chords are. So I always choose the one closest to the neck, or the center of the neck usually, so right in this range. Frets 5 to 8 are kind of the centerish part there for these. So D5, we have a D. If you use the diagram on page 107, you can see the layout of the neck. But we have a D at the 5th fret on the 5th string. Then we have a G, the closest one, is going to the 3rd fret on the 6th string. And then we can go up to the 7th fret on the 6th string. And we can go to the 5th fret on the 6th string for the A5. So G, B, A. You could also go G, B, A. But keeping it on that same string, I think, is sort of the easiest thing to do. But you can go G5, B5, A. That's also a viable option. The strumming pattern goes down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And I usually lay into beat 3 a little bit harder. Just like that. Here you go. 1, 2, ready. And we got D5, G5, D5, A5, D5, 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 A5, third time, D5, 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 A5, D5, D5, A5. Let's do it one last time. D5, G5, D5, A5, and they're on D. Let's go look at number 8. Same strumming pattern, but we're going to have E5 twice, and then A5 and B5. So if we take E, that's at the 7th fret on the 5th string, and play the power chord there, we can go down to the A we were just playing and the B we were just playing, and it'll be kind of nice. So down, 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 up. 1, 2, I want to, ready, and. And let's look at number 9. Uses that same strumming pattern. But number 9, we start on B, so we've got that B at the 7th fret on the 6th string. Then it's going to go to D, that 5th fret on the 5th string, up to E, 7th fret on the 5th string. And then you're going to have G and F sharp and G, and then D and then E. So we got to come up or go down. And I'm going to go up to the 10th fret for the G, 9th fret for the F sharp, back to G. You could also use the D up here, but because I'm coming to this E, I'm just going to use that D there. Here you go. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, let's go back and do number 5 now. This one has E and C, D and B. So the trick about this one is it's got this rhythm. Reading it can look a little disorienting, I suppose, but hearing it, it shouldn't sound too bad. So here you go. I played it, and we'll just try and catch on. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, if we go down and look at number 10, this one also not too bad as far as where the chords are, but the rhythms can be a little disorienting to read. So we got C and B flat this time, and A flat. So the C at the 8th fret on the 6th string, B flat at the 6th fret on the 6th string, A flat at the 4th fret on the 6th string. Those are the chords that we see, but we've got this 3. That's how the first line goes, and it repeats. The second line has a slight change. 2, 3. And then it goes back to the top and plays those two again. As it comes around, we hit the second ending, which goes like that. Here you go. 1, 2, ready, and 3, 3, 3, repeat, 3, 3, going on. 2, 3, back to the top. And okay, so that finishes our power chord practice for today. Let's go ahead and do some tablature now. Okay, so in the tablature, we're working on reading on these lower strings, these bass strings. We're going to start on page 81 and do number 112, When Johnny Comes Marching Home Again. Good pinky workout here. I'll give us 1 and a 2, and then we come in on the 1 and a 2 and... Okay, good work with the pinky on that one. We'll flip on over to page 83 and do an Ein klein Nachtmusik. That's what that one sounds like. We'll go kind of slow though. On the third line we've got some 16th notes. So it's going to go a little bit faster. 1 and 2 and ready and go and... a fun one to get faster and faster and faster. Just a reminder that these books each have video lessons that go through everything in a much more thorough fashion, so multiple tempos for each of these, more practice with them. So if you really like some of these, then you want to dive in. And I skipped Midnight Specials, so we don't have time in this 101 series to play them all, but there are videos that do have them in there where they go through each one in a more thorough fashion. Also a reminder to keep using that index in the first fret, middle in the second, ring in the third, pinky in the fourth. Okay, we're going to flip on over to pages 86 and 87. We're going to do minuet in G, but we're actually doing it in C. Probably a familiar Bach melody. So we're in 3/4 time. I'll give us a 3-beat count in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll do number 118, Simple Gifts. Maybe another familiar melody. It's in 4/4 time, comes in on beat 4, so I'll give us a 3-beat count in, and then we'll catch the pickup note. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll flip on over to pages 88 and 89. We're going to do Wayfaring Stranger. This one's going to be a little bit of a rest for our hands because there's lots of open strings. Comes in on beat 2 in the pickup measure. I'll give us 3, 4, 1, and we'll be in. Watch that most of these long notes are 5 counts. Most of them have 5 beats, so just be aware. 3, 4, 1. Okay, we'll do number 120, Pop Goes the Weasel. This one's a little bit more demanding on the hands. We've got the dotted 8th note followed by the 16th note, so it's kind of this 1 and 2 and there you go, and the triplet there. It's a familiar melody, I assume, so I think you'll be okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and we'll do number 121, the Wabash Cannonball. This comes in on beat 4, and so I'll give us a 3-beat count in. Catch that pickup note. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go on over to page 90 and do number 122, the Christmas song, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. This will be the last one for today. So it comes in on beat 4 in the pickup measure. I'll give us 3-beat counting. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do some note reading now. Okay, so in the notes, let's start off on page 50 with number 16. This will give us a chance to practice some of these low notes and the higher notes. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and we'll come in. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, if that one's a little tricky, you can use the videos that come with the note reading book. You can also just review it, especially those low notes, or just worry about the second half. Now with that little warm up, we'll go over to pages 54 and 55, 54 first, and we'll review these that we did last time. So number 7, 1, 2, ready, T, and. Okay, and we'll do number 8, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. 1, 2, Retti, and. 3. Okay, we'll go over and do number 13 on page 55. This one has a rest, so you can see the rest shape at the top, sort of like a little Y with a dot on that left part of the Y, so to speak. So we're going to have rest. So we want to try and get the notes to not ring through the rest. You're going to have a few of those in a couple places. Rest. 1. So we just mute the strings by over here in the left hand. We can do that, or with our right hand. And all of those places, the 8th note is going to come in right after it, so it's going to come in on the offbeat. Starts with an up pluck. It'll go nice and slow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, we'll go to pages 56 and 57, so we just flip on over, and we're looking at that dotted quarter rest. So we've done dotted quarter notes. Now we see that there's a dotted quarter rest there at the top of page 56. We're going to go over to page 57 and do number 20, Go Tell It on the Mountains. This one doesn't have a dotted quarter rest in it, but FYI, there are dotted quarter rests as well. You can practice numbers 14 and 15 to practice with those dotted quarter rests, but we're going to go over and do number 20 today. 1, 2, 3, 4. off. Okay, so that one has something known as syncopation, which is explained earlier on the page. And syncopation happens when we push notes using a lot of offbeats to push against the natural pulse. So at the last measure of the second line there, 1 and 2 and 3. So 2 notes on the offbeat back to back, sort of as a little syncopation, throws off the meter a little bit. So there's examples of that there above that. We're going to go on over to page 58 and play number 21. Practice with a little bit more syncopation. Tom Dooley. 1, 2, here we go. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 2, rest off. So I swung those last ones a little, those last notes a little bit, delayed the coming in of the offbeat pitches, the pitches that are on the offbeat. You might have also noticed at the end of lines 2 and 3, we got to practice a little bit with those dotted quarter rests, so that's there. Okay, we're going to do one more thing here in the notes. We're going to go over to page 65 today and work this high A note. So you can see it drawn there. It's at the 5th fret on the high string. Sits 1 ledger line above the staff. So we're going to play that note a little bit. What works really well is if you can shift from our normal positioning of 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 2nd position. So index at the 2nd fret, middle at the 3rd, ring at the 4th, and pinky at the 5th. If we can shift up on open strings, that works really well. So right there in the middle of the 3rd line, we have this. Goes up to that G, A. So on the open string, if I shift my hand up, then grab the G with the middle finger and the A with my pinky, then that works nicely. And then I continue and shift back down on the open D. We can do that where we have the A at in both spots. So the next spot works just the same. We just shift up and down when we're playing the open string. We do that as much as we can. Some songs don't give us that, but when we can, that's how we do it. Okay, this one comes on beat 2. I'll give us 3, 4, 1, and we'll be in. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, rest. 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. Okay, we'll go back to the chords and finish off this lesson there. Alright, so back in the chords, we're going to start on page 148. We're going to do number 9. So we're going to review just a little bit the major 7th and minor 7th chords that we learned about last time. So major 7th chords at a major 7th interval above the root to the chord, and it's really coloristic. So we only play major seventh chords when we see M-A-J in front of the 7, or an uppercase letter M in front of the 7, or a triangle in front of the 7. That's our C major 7. If it just has a 7 sitting next to the name of the root, then it's our dominant 7th, which is the common one that we play all the time. It's got a tension that wants to be resolved back to the tonic chord of the key, the 1 chord of the key. So, C major 7, very coloristic. With the minor chords, the common one that we see the most often is to add a minor 7th to it. So it's a minor chord with a minor 7th. And so we had A minor 7. It's very coloristic, it sounds good. The other option would be minor major 7th. We don't run into those very often, but we can run into them. It sounds like very James Bondish sort of sounding. So there would be an A minor major 7 versus the A minor 7th. So we're going to play number 9, reviews just a little bit from last time. Down, down, up, up, down, up. If you can't remember how to play these chords, just flip back a couple pages and find where the voicings are specified. Here we go. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready. And we got C major 7, A minor 7, minor 7, F major 7, D minor 7, C major 7, F major 7, C major 7. Do it one more time. C major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, F major 7, D minor 7, C major 7, F major 7, and C major 7. Okay, so that's a little bit of review there. Now we're going to flip over to pages 159 and 160, and we're going to learn about 6th chords. So on page 159, we see the major 6th chords. So just like we can add a 7th to a major or minor chord, we can add the 6th, a major 6th to a major or minor chord as well. So this is step 6 of the scale. So I'm in C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, it's an A. I can add that to a major chord, or I can add it to a minor chord. So we're going to go ahead and play with these just a little bit. You can learn C major 6 there from page 159. So we're going to learn C6 is how we call it, but it's a major 6th added to it. Major chord with a major 6th. Run into these every so often. And also check out F6. So we got our F chord, we just add our pinky to it. G6 is easy because you just pull your fingers off, but we're going to use F6 and C6 here in a minute. Of course, the movable shapes are on the right, but we haven't yet done bar chords all over the neck, so we're not looking at the movable shapes here. But if you want to learn about those, the videos that come with the book go into great detail. Okay, so if we flip on over to page 160, then we can look at the minor 6. If you look at, I think we're going to play A minor 6 here in a moment, so you can see that one, but we can add that major 6th to a minor chord. Chord symbols for these you're going to see specify the root and then the 6th. That tells us it's a major chord with that 6th. If it has a C, or a root I should say, I was just playing C as an example a minute ago, and that's what's written there is the theory example. But if we have the root written and then a lowercase m or a minus sign and then the 6th, then it's a minor chord with that 6th added. It's still a major 6th being added. We grab A minor 6 and we'll go on over to page 161 and we're going to play numbers 3 through 5. So number 3, we've got C6 and then D minor 7, which we just played. We got G7 and we're back to C6. We're going to have the F6, oops, we're going to have the 7th and the 6th, and then the C6. So we're in 3/4 time, down, down, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up. We'll play it a couple times. 3, 2, 1, you got C6, D minor 7, chords, like the sixth chords, we can describe them in other ways. We have A minor. If we put this, it's like an A minor with the C on the bottom. This could also sometimes show up as A minor over C, back to the slash chord days. That would be another way that we might see a chord symbol specifying the same voicing that we're using for C6. Just an FYI. Okay, number 4, we're going to use F6, which we're just using, and then A minor 6. Otherwise, we got C7. Now, there's a chord in here we haven't used, G minor 7, and we haven't used it because it's the bar chord version. So we already know how to play G minor as a bar chord. To make it a minor 7th, we just pull a pinky off. You just have one finger on. So that's easy like that. If you were playing a simplified version, you could actually just play the top 4 strings. And G wouldn't be on the bottom, but you could. A jazzy version would mute the 5th string, play G minor 7. Okay, we'll go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and F6 to A minor 6 to F6 to C7 to F6 to G minor 7 to C7 back to F6. Let's do it again. Got F6, A minor 6, F6, C7, F6, G minor 7, C7, and F6. Okay, and let's play number 5. It's got A minor 7 instead, so review on that A minor 7. We're going to still do down, down, up, down, up. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and C6 to A minor 7 to F6 and G7. Again, C6 to G7 to F6 to C6. Okay, repeat the whole thing. C6, A minor 7, F6, and G7. Again on C6 to G7, F6, and C6. Alright, that gives us a little bit of an introduction into those sounds, which show up from time to time in the pop music that we play. I also see it a lot in jazz. Minor 6 sound or major 6. Fun stuff to learn in the future. Okay, so we're going to go on now and take a look at page 64 and do a little bit with finger picking practice tonight. So on page 64, we're going to do number 21. This will be different than anything we've done with the finger picking yet. We're going to pluck 3 at the same time. So this is really kind of a pinch almost, a thumb, and then the index, middle, and the ring are all going to grab. So thumb, those two grab kind of fast, and then we do the thumb grab. So thumb, all 3 just plucking P, I, M, A twice. Just kind of work that on E minor. Sometimes it's nice to kind of do this sort of thing with a song. Introduce this one tonight or in this lesson. It's nighttime right now for me, but then in the next lesson we'll actually apply it to some songs. But let's go over to page 65 and we'll play number 6 and number 7 with it. So starting on that E minor, just like that. 1, 2, and ready, go. E minor, B7, next one, number 7. A 1, 2, and 3, 4. D minor, A minor, E7. Okay, let's do them a little bit slower. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, let's do them fast. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, we'll finish off this lesson with some strumming. Let's go over to page 88 and we're going to do letters K through P. So in this lesson we're working on adding in bass plucks with our strumming patterns. So we've been doing bass plucks with the finger picking for a while, so we're already kind of used to that, but we haven't been doing it with the strumming patterns. So with these strumming patterns, these are some examples where we've inserted a bass pluck, or where I've inserted a bass pluck. They're all pretty traditional though, meaning I'm not the only one who's done them, but they're just sort of a guitar thing that we do. So bass pluck, bass pluck. Basically, with the bass, we can insert a bass pluck anywhere that's on the beat in place of a down strum. So we just can replace a down strum within a strumming pattern with a bass pluck. Usually happens on beats 1, sometimes beat 3. Those are the common places to see it. So here, starting with K, if we had our all down strum pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, now it's been replaced with a bass pluck. Should put my hands on beats 1 and 3. So it's just bass, strum, bass, strum, bass, strum, bass, strum. And I am just plucking out the lowest note of the chord. If you need help finding the bass notes, then there's diagrams over on page 89 that show where you can find them for different chords. The diamonds are the root, so that's where we're plucking the lowest root. Okay, so we're going to do number 6 with these. So pop music progression K3, G, C, G, and D7. Great way to sort of get used to playing these. Now, in finding that bass note, just as a little bit of a review, even though we've done this with the finger picking, the low 6th string is an E. So any of our E chords, E, E minor, E7, we're going to pluck that open low 6th string. The 5th string is an A, so any of our A chords, we're going to pluck that open 5th string. The 4th string is a D, so any of our D chords, we're going to pluck that open. Through in the D minor 7 that we were just playing. We're going to pluck that open 4th string. For the rest of the chords, we're going to pluck the string with our finger, the lowest string that our finger is on, I should say. So G, that's the 6th string. C, that's the 5th string. D7, well, we're plucking the open D string. So we're going to go bass, down, 1, 2, ready, and we got G. Then we're going to go to C. And if you miss, it's okay. It takes a little while to get control over finding those strings in your right hand. Let's do it again. One more time. that's a strumming pattern that we can use. L adds an up pluck to that, so bass, down, up, bass, down, up. Let's do that one. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, so those are a couple of patterns we can do. Maybe a little bit newer, they feel a little bit newer. But if we go over to M, we've been doing down, down, up, down, up, down, up a lot in playing the guitar. Now it's going to be bass, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here you go. A 1, 2, ready, and... Done down, down, up, up, down, up. Now we're just inserting bass, down, up, down, up. So bass, down, up, down, up. Oops, if I pluck the right note. So here you go. 1, 2, ready, and... Course, we can do this for 3/4 time as well. So O is bass, down, down, bass, down, down. So we'll do that one nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, G, C, G, D7. We can do bass, down, up as well. That's P. So here you go. 1, 2, 3. So that wraps us up for this lesson. Of course, we'll apply these strumming patterns and this new finger picking pattern to some songs in the next lesson. We'll continue to work on learning some new types of chords in the new lesson as we've been doing. So we've added 6 now. We'll continue to look at different types of chords that we sometimes run into. And we'll keep working on that tablature and that note reading. I hope you're having a blast playing the guitar. In the next lesson, probably the biggest thing that we'll start to take on is bar chords all over the neck. So that's going to be a big step. We've been playing them down here sort of in first position. Now we're going to start moving them around the neck. So that's going to be great. Hope you're just loving this. Take care. I'll see you next time. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.